Greetings, everyone. My name is Denise Camille. You're here with Soul Deep with Denise, a mental nutritionist. Tonight's topic is loving me wouldn't need work. Loving me wouldn't need work. So I wanted to discuss, of course, the few elements of if you knew how to love me, you wouldn't have to put in the work. Because there are so many elements to love, it's so simplistic it becomes complex. And when I say that, I mean that we make love into this, oh my God, I've got to do it right the first time. And life is never that, oh my God, I'm going to live life right the first time. So we have to accept the fact that life is about having our work, yet our life work, which is what we're passionate about, yet also finding love. And love actually finds us when we're doing our life passion, when we're doing the work, when we're on focus and on key. Love was always there. It's usually right under our noses. We're like, oh, you've been here all along. Okay. So if you knew how to love me, you wouldn't need to put in the work. So one of the three topics I wanted to touch on tonight was inner healing from past hurts. So as an individual, most times, again, I spoke about it the other day about can you love the wrong person? The inner healing has to start from within. Most times we're wanting that miraculous sensation of love and this blind infatuation to continue on throughout the length of the relationship, when in reality, every relationship has its own ebb and flow. So, you have to be ready for the highs and the lows and still be able to be there, not just in body, but in mind and in spirit, and be there to walk with your mate, hand in hand, loving them, whether it's marriage or a common law, till death do you part. Because if it's love, there would be no real work. Yes, a partnership is work, don't get me wrong, yet the love wouldn't fade. So the inner healing usually stems from identifying where did you feel traumatized in your past, in your childhood, in your past lives. What are you bringing forward in this life that some parts of you are not able to, or not willing to assist in? Being open and receptive to others that can see you from outside of the box. And usually it's the one closest to you, the one who is willing to love you because you've given yourself to love them, right? So if you knew how to love me, you wouldn't put the work in. It wouldn't be needing to put the work in. Excuse me. Again, you can see this is not edited. Yet we talk about, what these topics are. If you knew how to love me, what does it look like? Normally, what I really want to address with love and putting in work, the work usually starts with what's most important. And what's most important in any relationship is investment. Investment of what? Investment of time. People say sometimes, oh, put money in, take care of me, do this for me, do that for me. I'm not your mother or your father. I'm not your enabler. I'm your companion and your complement. What I choose to do is offer me to you out of loyalty and out of love. Most times love teaches us to have lust for someone else, have lust for their physical body, which again in time usually droops, slops. It's there, but it's not where it was when you first met them. Yet recognizing that the foundation of love is time, and it's building friendship. It's getting to know one another platonically, recognizing, hey, I think you're a cool person to hang out with. I think you're a cool person to hang out with. So having those times, those memories, those moments where If, the relationship decides to go kind of haywire, what would that look like? Hey, we still have a friendship. We're not engulfed in the lust of societal living. Oh, we need the house. We need the trips. We need the 2.5 kids, one being the animal. And, it's identifying what makes this unit whole. Yet, if you knew how to love me, you wouldn't need to put the work in. So that goes back to that foundation, finding the time, and even taking the time for helping each other unpack each other's baggages. Because some of us are coming in with just an overnight bag, saying, oh, okay, I've had a couple experiences. And the others are coming in with a 1 month trip coming back from Italy, saying, no, I've had a few experiences, not knowing that there's so much trauma and abuse and triggers and all these other things that we're not even aware of, because that's not how our experiences taught us. Yet we're here to be willing to nurture. Sometimes a lot of us tend to over nurture our mates because we feel that we're here in their lives to assist them on their path. Yet if they're not ready to at least unzip that baggage by themselves, that's a clear sign to realize this may not be love. This may be real work. And if you're not here to do the work, it's best to, say your goodbyes and go separate directions. The lesson was, I recognize what I'm able to do and what I'm not able to do. Because we all know no is a positive answer. Yes is a negation. It's easier to say yes, because that's what we've been taught in life. Yet once you recognize, I feel so much more comfortable with the word no than I would with yes. So going back to those foundational of friendship, if you knew how to love me, you wouldn't need to put the work in. Yes, it would be second nature. It would be something where I'm allowing myself to be open, to be that free spirit, to be that everything that I felt I could have been as a child. Even as an adult, I'm still open to communicate. Because that's the second thing after friendship comes communication. That open communication of saying, is this what you really like? Or can we try something different? Are you open to change? As we all know, change is guaranteed. That's the one thing we're guaranteed in life is change. The bodies change, the seasons change, the finances change, life changes. Life changes things. So it's always good and open to be receptive to the beauty of change. Yet once you're aware of your mate and their love languages, you're able to identify, okay, I know he or she likes touch. He or she likes affirmations. He or she just likes a simple hug. And that makes life a whole lot easier.